Hey everyone, it's Will, Gamer Dad, with another video for you. So in tonight's episode of Should You Summon, we'll cover a few of the newest banners that feature Garambarrel. Now if you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel, I really appreciate it. I also do have a Patreon account for those who want to support me this way. So first of all, let's look at the Fateful encounter, which obviously requires 1,000 paid stones. This one allows you to summon a maximum of 3 times. And so you can see that this one obviously features Garambarrel as the 10th encounter. So this is like a normal Fateful where it's 10% chance on the last encounter for the 5-star. Normal 0.4 and 0.8 from pulls 1 to 9. And of course, all the other units that are up to date, being that this is a paid banner, including the Coco and ES Sukiya. So note that these are only boosting Garambarrel, and everyone else is of the normal rate, although they can be gotten in this banner. Unfortunately, there are still the normal amounts of bots, Rainbow Sisters and Knights, as well as 3.5s and 4 stars that cannot be upgraded to 5 stars. And of course, the other featured banner is going to be, this one, which is Garambarrel. Okay, so this is the one that you can use for paid as well as regular free stones. Garambarrel is featured obviously on this one as well, 0.4, 0.8 for the 5-star. Note that Suzette AS is the split banner alongside Garambarrel. So she is featured as the AS version 0.8%. And also look at the rates for the 4.5 for the Suzette is only 0.05. So her 4.5 is not boosted, nor is her normal style at 0.03. And again, being that this is a free banner, note that Coco as well as ES Sukiya are not on this banner. Okay. At least Melody is on this banner for those who are looking for that. So you can just take a quick look here. And same as before, all the regular bots, Rainbow Sisters and Knights are here. So again, for those who didn't catch the patch notes yesterday, the notice does mention Garambarrel, and he is a Wind Pierce unit. I would consider him a tank with some DPS abilities for Wind Lance or Wind Pierce. So first of all, his VC is great, inflicts rage on all enemies when coming in, and shields from status for 1 time, and gives 80% reduction of damage to himself for 3 hits. So very tanky, obviously can be used in a variety of ways against some bosses. Not only that, he has a dual debuff, which by the way is relatively rare. So any unit that has dual debuff obviously has a lot of value, and it also inflicts pain on all enemies. So this is the AoE dual debuff. Next, he has he can self-heal and also give himself MP regen and MP consumption down. I wouldn't consider that to be extremely awesome in that sense. But the main 2 moves he has are quite amazing. This is a preemptive rage to all enemies, physical resistance of himself 70% for 3 turns, and type resistance of all members including himself and his other frontliners 35%. So essentially, he's going to be shielding himself against mega damage as well as helping your unit survive some elemental attacks as well. Not only that, he has a Wind type Pierce attack on a single enemy XL, and it can boost his own max HP 1000 at a time, and it stacks multiple times, and as he stacks more max HP to himself, his damage scales alongside with it. So he can actually do a lot of damage if you can do multiple spam moves of this or other equipment or units that can increase max HP for him. Last thing I will mention is that when he starts in the front line, being that he is a Titan, he puts a damage reduction shield 100% on all party members in the front line and reserve for 1 move. So I imagine this would be kind of like an icon or like a hold ground thing where you essentially are taking no damage for 1 hit, which is actually very useful, especially against protecting units in the back. So the real question is, should you summon? Given that we've actually had a lot of really powerful units, some of which are still here, you can see that AS Tsubame is here. Nakoko and Iesuki are here. Unfortunately, Garambarrel has a lot of competition in terms of banners. Not only that, but I believe one of the newest upcoming banners coming very shortly will be AS Mayunfa, which is also very popular. She can do Blunt Zone as well as her normal style can do Earth Zone. So as awesome as Garambarrel is, I would unfortunately put him lower on the tier list in terms of priorities than, for example, Iesukia, Nakoko, or AS Tsubame. You can argue that AS Tsubame and Garambarrel obviously do different things, and to be fair, Wind doesn't have a tank. We only have a Pierce tank unit in the form of Bertrand, which is an Earth Lance unit. However, I would imagine that very many team compositions that need protection in Pierce can rely on Bertrand or AS Bertrand rather than Garambarrel. I think the advantage of Garambarrel is that he can fit in a completely Wind team, or he has some additional utility in terms of dual debuffing and other things in a mixed type of Pierce team. So really, I would unfortunately consider this one a luxury pull in that if you do have all the units you already want and you want to spend some free or paid stones on Garambarrel, go ahead and do so. Otherwise, you'd be best off, especially if you're free to play and missing some or all the recent powerful units, to go for those banners first or save for future banners rather than going for Garambarrel. That being said, let me know in the comments below if you're planning to summon for Mr. Husbando with the nice 8-pack, or if you're going to hold, or if you're undecided. Now for myself, like I said yesterday, I am still quite undecided as to whether or not I want to do a YOLO 10 pull on it, or if I want to pass in favor of other banners. So I guess I'll have to think about it long and hard before deciding on that. Anyways, of course, just so you know, in version 2.9.1, there is Battle Simulator available for both. I believe it's I guess they call it Earth and or Water, I guess, and you need Wind or Earth teams to tackle these difficult challenges. For myself, I'll be working on them slowly. Unfortunately, I do have a lot of content to catch up on, and I'm going to be honest, the game is taking a little bit more time from my personal life than I would like, so we'll see how quickly I get some of those videos out for you. But don't worry, I am still working on them in the background. Hopefully, you guys are all enjoying the newest content. Like I said yesterday, I do feel that the content drop, especially for today, was a little unexpected, and honestly, packs a lot of content into a very short time. So for those, of course, who are enjoying summer break, this is great. Unfortunately, for Gamer Dad, who is also a working dad, it's a little bit more fine-tuning of a work-life balance. Anyways, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.